Hey guys, this is my craft area. So all of my desk and shelving units are from IKEA, besides that blue one over there is from Target. And I recently renovated the area probably about 2 months ago, and it is never this clean. There's always clay all over it, and I keep a garbage bag on the table for when I do resin so that I don't ruin the table. And yeah, there's always stuff all over it, so I really worked hard to clean it for this video, and it's not totally organized, and some of the drawers are empty because it has only been 2 months, I guess. Well, maybe that is a long time, I don't know. But yeah, I hope that you like this video, and maybe it will give you some ideas of how to organize your own crafting space. So over here on the right, I have my first drawer, which is my glitter drawer. So it just has all of my glitters upside down so that I can see the colors. And I also have some pearl pigments, some resin pigments, and some star confetti pieces that I'll put in resin sometimes. And also some clear micro marbles that I use for my snow cones. In this second drawer, I have stickers and some smaller stickers and some ones that I've sealed with tape in here. And I also have my nitrile gloves, and these containers I use for my clay, and because they're the polypropylene plastic, I also use them for resin. And I also have some shells for resin. I make the TLS frosting and put it in here sometimes, so I have many of these little paint mixing cups and some sprinkles. And here I just have packaging supplies, some boxes. These are all business cards, but I just ordered new ones with accurate links, and they're really cute, so I think I probably won't use these old ones anymore. And some bubble wrap. And here I have some plasticine clay, some cabochons that I use to make molds, and a heat tool, a box full of rhinestones, and some plastic cups for mixing, and yep, that's all. In the last drawer I have masks, one for sanding and one for resin or other fumes, and I have this microphone that I use for when I do voiceovers in my videos. Over here, the top two drawers actually don't have anything in them because this drawer is missing some parts, so I have to call and get the proper parts that I need to finish making this. And this one just doesn't have anything in it because it's just holding the top drawer up. But in here, this is all open clay that I am currently using. It's pretty messy, just like I store my clay in bags and these little containers, which probably isn't the most organized way to go, but it works, so that's okay. And here I just have a giant bottle of TLS. It doesn't have a lid, but it's sealed, so that's okay. And in here, this box just has random phone case rhinestones, phone case that I made, and some random things. And then on the bottom, I just have some molds that I use, and Vaseline to soften the clay, some scents, some cane slices, and some pliers and tools that I use for clay. And the bottom drawer is actually still empty. Over here in this tall cabinet, I have, in the top one, I just have these mini bottles and some random clay and resin pieces, and some corks to the bottles in this love mold, which I think I'm going to list that one for sale. And then in here, I just love these boxes, and they were on sale the one day, so I bought like 5. So I have 3 extras in here, and I have a bunch of canes and such. And so these are like fruit and flowers, and they're organized a little bit. And some random resin pieces that need to be domed and finished off. And here I have all stuff for making like the mini doll drinks. So I have some silicone straws, some craft sand, and salt, and these are some of the drinks. And in here I have all doll drinks, so that's, I don't know, I think that's a pretty cool drawer. These are like super squishy and fun to play with, and yeah, awesome little sundaes. So these are super cool. I have my unopened clay here, and the clay that I'm not using that is just, yeah, in this super organized fashion in their bags. And even some of this clay over here is just not even in bags. I don't even know why it's like that. And some terracotta clay that I probably will never use. And then here, oh, it's still empty. And in here I have a little tripod and 4 glue guns, because every human needs 4 glue guns, and some colored glue sticks and those mod mold glue sticks, and these just have like beads and random things in them. And in here, these are all of my old clay charms. So this is like, yeah, all my old creations that I don't really like that I'm just putting in there. And some moss that I use for resin or whatever, and some random resin pieces. I think these are the ruined ones, the ones that are just over spilled or sticky, so I could fix them if I wanted to, but I'm just kind of storing them in this bin because I probably will never fix them. And in here I have the communion cups that I use for the doll drinks, and some soap molds and some glycerin soap, and like the shea butter soap underneath there. So that was there. And then over here I just have some DLS and female deco gel and hand sanitizer, and some toothpicks here, and whoops, some shells in here that I use for resin or whatnot, and some bows that I don't ever use, but I just thought they looked cool in here, so yeah. Then there are some random mixing cups for resin or silicone or whatever, and in here I have my, these are soap stirrers, but I use them for resin and I just throw them out afterwards, and some pliers, another tiny hand sanitizer, and some tweezer things, random straw. And these are really old molds that I never use, and I don't even know why they're here, but they just are. So, and I have some cookie cutters and piping tip. I don't really use that drawer very much, besides maybe a few of the cookie cutters. And here I have extra eye pins and some E6000 that's probably hard by now because it's really old, and some texturing plastic, and a rhinestone pickup pencil. On top of my desk area, I just have these cabinets from IKEA, and on top of those are just some display things that I use for craft fairs or things like that. And so in this one, I have a lot of random stuff. I have a lot of rainbow loom bands and some beads, some duct tape, some random resin pieces, some more of the glass jars, and some resin in the back. And then over here, this one is pretty empty. I just have my rainbow loom boxes, and this is full of random stuff like bags, resin pieces, and whatnot. And I have some embroidery thread and the box to my bamboo, my Wacom board, and some random photo boxes that are empty, and my crayon art from my crayon art video, and a little notepad. And then in this drawer here on top, I have this X-Acto cutting board that is really it's really dirty and gross, so but I still use it because it obviously is still functional. This has some glitter glue and mini bottles. This has findings and small things in it. These are all my resin molds, and these are the ones that I use actually, and so I have like the mold from Crafter's Delights, some of the Mod Podge molds, some ice cube trays, a cameo mold, and then here I have all of my puffy paint and acrylic paint. So that's like terribly unorganized, but that's okay. So it's nice because I have the under cabinet lighting, so that really brightens up the work area when I'm doing clay or making small things. It's really nice to have the extra light. And I also have these mats from IKEA as well, and they're just plastic mats, but they protect my work area so that the table stays nice. Please subscribe for more crafty videos. Also, check out the description box for links to my social media where I post updates on my videos, shop, and more.